tonight. You do not need to solve every problem. You do not need to plan every tomorrow. And you do not need to carry every burden. The moon is not rushing across the sky. The stars are not worried about the morning. And the river is not afraid of where it will arrive. Everything in nature moves, one moment at a time. Perhaps you can do the same. Perhaps, for this one night, you can simply rest. And as you begin to rest, you may notice how far your mind has traveled today, through old memories, through imagined conversations, through futures that have not yet arrived. For hours, perhaps even for years, your thoughts have wandered between yesterday and tomorrow. Yet peace has always lived somewhere else. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, but here, in this breath, in this moment, in this quiet night. Because many of the things that trouble the mind exist only in imagination. Many of the arguments have never happened. Many of the disasters have never arrived. Yet the heart carries them, as though they are already real. Tonight, you can set them down, not forever, just for now. Reality is often far lighter than the stories worry creates. And when those stories begin to fade, you may start to see yourself differently. The tree outside your window does not question its worth. It does not compare itself to the trees around it. It simply grows, slowly, patiently, silently, year after year, storm after storm, season after season, never rushing, never doubting, only growing. There is wisdom in that. You do not have to become everything tonight. You do not have to fix everything tonight. You do not have to understand everything tonight. You only need to continue growing. One day, one breath, one step at a time. And while you grow, thoughts will continue to come and go. Some will be pleasant. Some will be heavy. Some will ask for your attention. Some will ask for your fear. Let them come and let them go. If a thought arrives, welcome it. If a thought leaves, let it leave. Do not chase it. Do not fight it. Do not build a home inside it. Thoughts are like clouds, crossing a vast and endless sky, always moving, always changing, never staying for long. And you are not the cloud. You are the sky, wide enough to hold every thought, calm enough to release every thought, ancient enough to survive every storm. And when you finally remember that, something soft begins to happen. The mind grows quieter. The body grows heavier. The heart grows lighter. The need to control everything begins to loosen. The need to understand everything begins to fade. The need to carry everything begins to disappear. And in that gentle space, sleep no longer feels far away. It arrives naturally, like evening becoming night, like a river finding the sea, like a leaf returning to the earth, slowly, quietly, effortlessly. So let the night hold what you can no longer carry. Let the darkness soften what the day has hardened. Let the silence finish the sentences your mind no longer needs to complete. And as your breathing becomes slower and your thoughts become quieter, remember this: you have survived every difficult day that brought you here. You have carried enough for one lifetime. For now, there is nowhere to go, nothing to prove, nothing to fear, nothing to become. Only this breath, only this moment, only this peaceful night. And now, you can rest. There was a time when you believed life would begin later, after the next achievement, after the next goal, after the next chapter. You spent years looking toward the horizon, waiting for the moment when everything would finally make sense. Yet time moved quietly, like a river beneath a bridge. Day after day, season after season, without asking permission. The child you once were became a memory. The dreams you once carried changed their shape. The people who once filled your days became stories. And somehow, you arrived here, not where you expected, not who you imagined, but here. And perhaps that is not a tragedy. Perhaps it is the nature of life itself. Because life was never a straight road. It was always a winding path. A path filled with unexpected turns, unexpected losses, unexpected gifts, The mountain does not regret the valleys. The river does not regret its bends. The sky does not regret yesterday's clouds. Everything accepts its journey. Everything except the human mind. The mind looks backward and wishes things had happened differently. It looks forward and wishes it knew what comes next. But life exists neither behind you nor ahead of you. It exists here, in the only moment that has ever truly belonged to you. This one, the breath you are taking now, will never exist again. The silence around you now will never return in exactly the same way. Even this night is unique, never before seen, never to be repeated. And somehow, there is beauty in that, because impermanence is not life's flaw. Impermanence is what makes life precious. The sunset matters because it fades. The flower matters because it wilts. The song matters because it ends. And your life matters for the very same reason. Nothing lasts forever. Not joy, not sorrow, not success, not failure. Everything moves. Everything changes. Everything flows. And perhaps peace begins when you stop demanding permanence from a world built upon change. The people you miss helped shape who you became. The chapters that ended made room for new ones. The roads you never traveled created the road beneath your feet. Nothing was wasted. Not the mistakes. Not the heartbreaks. Not the years spent feeling lost. Even the darkness taught you something. Even the storms carried you somewhere. And now, after everything life has shown you, you can allow yourself a rare gift. The gift of acceptance. Not because everything was perfect, but because fighting the past cannot change it, and fearing the future cannot control it. All you truly have is this moment, this breath, this quiet night. So let the years rest behind you. Let tomorrow rest ahead of you, and allow yourself to stand gently between them, like a traveler beneath the stars, no longer rushing, no longer resisting, simply appreciating the journey. Because one day, far from now, you may look back on this very moment and realize this was part of the good old days too. So breathe slowly, listen to the silence, feel the night around you, and be here, just here. For now, that is enough. Long before you were born, the stars were already shining. The oceans were already breathing against distant shores. The wind was already wandering through forests, carrying secrets from one season to the next. And one day, without asking the universe for permission, you arrived, a small heartbeat, in an endless world. And ever since then, you have spent much of your life searching. Searching for answers. Searching for meaning. Searching for a place where you truly belong. Yet perhaps, the search was never necessary. Because the river does not search for the ocean. The flower does not search for spring. The moon does not search for the night sky. They belong, simply because they exist. And maybe you do too. Maybe you have always belonged, not because of what you achieved, not because of what others think of you, not because you became everything you hoped to become, but because you are here, because you are alive, because you are part of this ancient and beautiful story. Look above you, beyond the ceiling, beyond the clouds, beyond the darkness. The same stars that watched over ancient travelers still watch over you. The same moon that guided forgotten ships still crosses the sky tonight. The universe has changed in countless ways, yet somehow it continues. And so do you. There is comfort in that. A quiet comfort, a gentle comfort, the kind that asks for nothing, the kind that simply wraps around you, like a warm blanket on a cold evening. For a moment, imagine setting down every label, every expectation, every role you play. Imagine setting down your name, your responsibilities, your achievements, your failures, everything. What remains? Beneath all those layers, there is still a presence, still a quiet awareness, still the simple experience of being. And that is enough. The mountains do not earn their place beneath the sky. The birds do not earn their place in the morning. The stars do not earn their place in the heavens. They simply are. And perhaps, for this one night, you can allow yourself the same grace. You do not need to earn rest. You do not need to earn peace. You do not need to earn stillness. These things were always yours. Like sunlight belongs to the dawn, like waves belong to the sea, like silence belongs to the night. Notice how the darkness asks nothing from you. It does not ask you to improve yourself. It does not ask you to become someone new. It does not ask you to carry the weight of the world. The night simply welcomes you, exactly as you are, tired or energetic, certain or uncertain, hopeful or discouraged. It makes no difference. You are welcome here. The earth beneath you continues to turn. The stars continue their ancient dance. The universe continues unfolding. Without hurry, without struggle, without fear. Perhaps there is wisdom in that. Perhaps not everything needs to be forced. Perhaps not everything needs to be controlled. Perhaps some things are meant to unfold naturally, like flowers opening in spring, like snow falling in winter, like sleep arriving when the mind finally grows quiet. And as this night deepens, allow yourself to feel connected, connected to the sky above, connected to the earth below, connected to every living thing that has ever looked up at the stars and wondered where they belonged. The answer may be simpler than it seems. You belong here, in this breath, in this moment, in this vast and beautiful universe. You belong. You always have, and you always will. So let your body grow heavy. Let your breathing become slow. Let the silence carry you gently forward. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to become. For now, the stars are shining. The night is calm, and you are exactly where you belong. Rest now, and let the universe keep watch until morning. For a moment, imagine standing beside a great river. At midnight, the water moves quietly through the darkness, without asking where it is going, without demanding a map, without fearing the turns that wait beyond the horizon. It simply flows. And perhaps there is something the river understands that we have forgotten. For most of our lives, we believe we are the ones carrying life. We carry our plans. We carry our expectations. We carry our fears. We carry entire futures inside our minds. And slowly, without noticing, the weight becomes unbearable. Yet if you look carefully at your own story, you may discover something surprising. Life has always been carrying you. Think back to a day you were certain would break you, a day that seemed too painful, too confusing, too heavy to survive. Perhaps you believed there was no path forward, no light ahead, no reason to hope. Yet somehow, without fully understanding how, you arrived here, not because you controlled every outcome, not because everything went according to plan, but because life continued moving. One sunrise became another. One breath became another. One step became another. And eventually, the impossible became the past. This has happened more times than you realize. The mind remembers the fear, but often forgets the journey through it. The mind remembers the storm, but forgets the strength that survived it. The mind remembers uncertainty, but forgets that uncertainty eventually became experience. Again and again, life carried you through heartbreak, through disappointment, through confusion, through seasons you thought would never end. And here you are, still breathing, still listening, still alive beneath the stars. There is something deeply mysterious about that, because none of us truly know what we are. Not completely. We know our names. We know our stories. We know our memories. But beneath all of that, there is a deeper mystery. You are a collection of atoms, forged inside ancient stars. You are the result of countless generations, stretching backward through time. You are a brief expression of a universe that has existed for billions of years. And somehow, against impossible odds, you are here, able to witness the night, able to feel wonder, able to experience existence itself. Pause for a moment and consider how extraordinary that is. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now, this very moment. You are conscious within an endless cosmos, a small flame of awareness, burning gently in the darkness. And yet, most days, we spend this miracle worrying about things that have not happened. We spend this miracle comparing ourselves to others. We spend this miracle chasing destinations that disappear the moment we arrive. Perhaps tonight, you can let all of that rest. Not because those things are meaningless, but because this moment is sacred. This breath is sacred. This quiet awareness is sacred. The universe did not rush for billions of years to create this moment, only for you to spend it fighting reality. The stars are not fighting reality. The ocean is not fighting reality. The moon is not fighting reality. Everything moves in harmony with what is. Only the human mind imagines that peace will come after everything is perfect. But perfection never arrives. Life remains unfinished, always unfinished. There is always another goal, another question, another uncertainty, another horizon. And so peace cannot depend on completion. Peace must come from something deeper. Peace comes when you stop demanding that life becomes something other than itself. When you stop asking the river to stand still. When you stop asking the sky to remain cloudless forever. When you stop asking yourself to be flawless. Because flaws are not evidence that something is broken. They are evidence that something is alive. The cracks in a mountain, the scars on an ancient tree, the waves upon the ocean, none of them diminish beauty. They create it. And perhaps your own scars, your own mistakes, your own unfinished chapters are not signs of failure. Perhaps they are what make your story real, what make it human, what make it beautiful. Tonight, you do not need to become someone else. You do not need to solve existence. You do not need to understand every mystery. You do not need to know where every road leads. The river does not know the shape of the ocean, yet it flows. The seed does not know the shape of the forest, yet it grows. The stars do not know who is watching them tonight, yet they shine. And maybe you do not need all the answers either. Maybe life was never asking for certainty. Maybe it was asking for trust. Trust in the next breath. Trust in the next sunrise. Trust in the quiet wisdom that has carried you through every chapter of your life so far. Because whether you noticed it or not, something has always been holding you. Through every fear, through every loss, through every victory, through every beginning and every ending. Life itself. And for this one peaceful night, you can stop holding on so tightly. You can let the river flow. You can let the stars shine. You can let tomorrow remain hidden beyond the horizon. And you can simply rest inside the great mystery of being alive, knowing that the universe has carried you this far, and trusting that it knows the way forward. So breathe slowly. Allow the night to surround you. Allow the silence to deepen, and allow yourself to drift gently into the same stillness from which all things come, and to which all things eventually return. Before you drift into sleep tonight, there is something ancient worth remembering, something so simple and so easy to forget. One day, long before your first breath, the world existed without you. The wind moved through the trees. Rain fell upon distant mountains. Waves reached forgotten shores. Stars crossed silent skies. And your name did not yet exist. No one was waiting for your arrival. No path had been prepared. No space in the universe carried your shape. And yet, somehow, out of endless darkness, out of countless possibilities, a moment arrived. A single moment. An existence whispered, "Here." And suddenly, there was you. A pair of eyes to witness the sunrise. A heart to feel wonder. A mind to dream. A soul to ask questions no star could answer. For a brief time, the universe became aware of itself through you. Pause there. Stay with that thought, because it is easy to overlook. You spend so much of your life worrying about who you are, that you forget the miracle of being at all. You worry about becoming more, while overlooking the impossibility of existing in the first place. Out of billions of years, you receive this moment, this breath, this fragile and temporary experience called life. And temporary it is. Everything around you knows this. The flower blooms, knowing it will fade. The sunset glows, knowing it will disappear. The snow falls, knowing it cannot remain. The stars themselves burn toward their ending. Nothing in existence stays. Nothing. The mountains crumble. The oceans change. Entire civilizations become dust. Even the constellations above you will one day be forgotten by the universe itself. Everything passes. Everything. And perhaps, at first, that sounds sad, but stay with it, because there is another way to see it. Imagine a flower that never wilted, a sunset that never ended, a song that played forever. Would they still feel precious? Or is their beauty born from their disappearance? Perhaps the reason a sunset moves your heart is because you know it cannot stay. Perhaps the reason you treasure certain memories is because they can never return. Perhaps the reason love feels sacred is because it exists within time. Impermanence is not the enemy of beauty. Impermanence is the source of beauty. The universe paints with disappearing colors, and that includes you. One day, far beyond this night, your worries will be gone. Your unfinished tasks will be gone. Your fears will be gone. The things that seem enormous today will dissolve into silence. The world will continue turning. The stars will continue shining. The wind will continue moving through the trees, just as it did before you arrived, and just as it will after you leave. Yet somehow, rather than making life smaller, this makes it infinitely more precious, because it means this moment matters. This breath matters. This quiet night matters. Not because they last forever, but because they don't. Look around your life. Every person you love is temporary. Every place you cherish is temporary. Every memory you hold close is temporary. Even this version of yourself will one day become a memory. And that is exactly why they deserve your attention. Exactly why they deserve your gratitude. Exactly why they deserve your wonder. The universe never promised permanence. It offered something far more mysterious. A brief chance to experience existence. A brief chance to witness beauty. A brief chance to love. A brief chance to be. Nothing more. And somehow, nothing more is needed. Because beneath every fear, beneath every ambition, beneath every question, there is a deeper truth. You were never meant to keep everything. You were never meant to understand everything. You were never meant to hold on forever. You were meant to experience, to witness, to feel, to marvel, like a traveler standing beneath an endless night sky, not owning the stars, not controlling the stars, simply fortunate enough to see them. And perhaps that is what you are doing right now. You are not carrying the universe. You are witnessing it. You are not responsible for eternity. You are visiting it for a little while, for a few precious decades, for a handful of heartbeats beneath the stars. And when you see life this way, something begins to soften. The need to control, the need to hurry, the need to become, they loosen their grip. Because suddenly, it is enough to simply be here, enough to breathe, enough to listen, enough to exist. As the night grows deeper, imagine yourself floating upon an endless sea of stars. No destination, no deadline, no burden, only awareness, only stillness, only the gentle mystery of being alive. And somewhere beyond words, beyond thought, beyond identity, you begin to sense something. Not an answer, not a conclusion, but a quiet understanding that existence was never a problem to solve. It was a miracle to experience. So let the questions rest. Let the future rest. Let the world continue its ancient turning. And for this one sacred night, allow yourself to disappear into wonder. Allow yourself to become lighter than thought, softer than memory, calmer than time, until there is nothing left to do, nothing left to chase, nothing left to hold, only the vast silence of the cosmos, breathing gently around you. And within that silence, sleep arrives, not as an ending, but as a return to the same mystery, from which every star, every dream, and every life has always emerged. There is a strange mystery hidden within every human life, a mystery so close, so constant, that most people never notice it. You have lived through thousands of days, thousands of mornings, thousands of conversations, thousands of thoughts, Yet there is one thing that has remained unchanged through all of them: the silent awareness watching, the observer behind every experience, the witness behind every thought, the presence that has quietly remained. While everything else has come and gone, your body has changed, your beliefs have changed, your dreams have changed, your fears have changed. Entire versions of yourself have appeared and disappeared. The child you once were exists only as memory. The person you were 10 years ago exists only as memory. Even the person you were yesterday has already vanished into the past. Everything flows. Everything transforms. Everything moves. Yet somehow, something remains. A silent witness, looking through your eyes, listening through your ears, experiencing this moment. And perhaps the deepest question is not, who are you? But rather, what is it that is aware of being you? Sit with that question. Do not rush to answer it. Some questions are too large for answers. Some questions are doorways. The moment you truly look for the observer, it begins to disappear, like trying to touch a reflection upon water, like trying to catch moonlight with your hands. The more closely you search, the more mysterious it becomes. And that mystery has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. The philosophers searched for it. The monks searched for it. The mystics searched for it. The poets searched for it. Yet the deeper they looked, the less certain they became. Because perhaps consciousness is not something to understand. Perhaps it is something to experience. Like music, like beauty, like love. The mind wants explanations, but existence offers wonder, and wonder may be enough. After all, a tree does not understand the forest. A wave does not understand the ocean. A star does not understand the galaxy. Yet each one belongs completely to something greater. Perhaps the same is true for you. Perhaps you are not a separate observer looking out at the universe. Perhaps you are the universe, looking at itself. For a brief and beautiful moment, through human eyes, wondering what it is, wondering why it exists, wondering where it came from, and perhaps the fact that you can wonder at all is the greatest mystery of all. There is no destination hidden at the end of life, no final moment when everything suddenly makes perfect sense, no mountain peak where every question is answered. No place where uncertainty disappears forever. The mind often believes that peace exists somewhere ahead, beyond the next achievement, beyond the next chapter, beyond the next version of yourself. But what if peace was never waiting in the future? What if it has always existed quietly beneath your search for it, like the ocean beneath its waves, like the sky beyond its clouds, like silence beneath every sound? Perhaps the reason peace feels difficult to find is because it is not something that can be found. It is something that remains. When searching finally comes to an end, for a brief moment, allow yourself to stop searching, stop reaching, stop becoming, stop trying to arrive somewhere else, and simply exist, just as the stars exist, just as the mountains exist, just as the rivers exist, without explanation, without urgency, without effort, because existence itself is enough. This breath is enough. This moment is enough. And you, exactly as you are enough. So allow the universe to continue its ancient unfolding. Allow tomorrow to remain unknown. Allow the mystery to remain a mystery, and rest peacefully inside the simple wonder of being here at all. And perhaps that has always been enough. Not because life is simple, but because life was never asking you to carry all of its answers. The stars do not understand the universe, yet they shine. The rivers do not understand the ocean, yet they flow. The forests do not understand the passing seasons, yet they continue to grow. And perhaps you do not need to understand everything either. Perhaps it is enough to be part of the mystery, enough to witness it, enough to experience it, enough to let it carry you, the way it has carried every living thing since the beginning of time. And in that quiet understanding, the heart becomes lighter, the mind becomes quieter, and the silence becomes home.